Researchers call for a halt on COVID-19 vaccines for pregnant women after reanalysis of a CDC study.
Hey, Dr. Kat, epidemiologist. I'm doing a multi-part series on the techniques people use to spread misinformation about COVID-19 and the vaccines. If you're interested, follow along. Today we're going to talk about coordinated disinformation campaigns. The girl at the beginning of this video was misled by a coordinated disinformation campaign, and I'm going to show you exactly how it was planned, disseminated, and now propagated by people like her on social media. Meet Simon Thornley. He's an epidemiologist, but we don't claim him. He recently published an article in a fringe low-tier journal with one of his colleagues reanalyzing CDC data on miscarriage after vaccination. Coordinated disinformation campaigns often upload data to a preprint server or publish it in a very low-tier journal. This allows them to get around the peer review process that would definitely find their mistakes, and they still achieve the goal of creating chaos in an already bewildered public. This paper reanalyzed some CDC data, taking everybody out of the denominator that had been vaccinated in their third trimester. Since this data only had 3 months of follow-up, the only way for the people that were vaccinated in the first trimester to have a completed pregnancy is to miscarry. So this was a very biased way to present the data. Now, why would Dr. Thornley do something like this? Well, for one thing, his website has links from anti-vax groups that he gets money for when people click on them. He's also an expert witness in a lawsuit where an anti-vax group is suing the government of New Zealand about the vaccine rollout. Starting to get the picture? We have two reputable papers, one in the New England Journal of Medicine and this one in JAMA. Both papers show that the rate of miscarriage is no greater than the background rate of miscarriage in the general population. But despite all that, media outlets still covered Dr. Thornley's article. This scary-sounding article says that the researchers are calling for a halt on COVID-19 vaccines for pregnant women after a reanalysis of the CDC study. It sounds really scary, like the CDC did the reanalysis, or it's coming from an official source.
So the numbers for miscarriage in the first trimester of COVID vaccination for pregnant women was a lot higher than they had originally stated.
This was intentional on their part, doing an inappropriate reanalysis, publishing it in a low-tier journal, getting it picked up by media outlets, and now it is being propagated on the internet. And what makes this particularly evil is the CDC actually released a health alert for pregnant people to get vaccinated because they are at high risk for severe outcomes from COVID-19, which he does not even mention in his article.